We're doing a muffler change on a 96 Nissan Altima with a KA24DE engine. The reason for this change is we have, if your car could be like mine, we have a broken part down here, separate it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come back and slip the muffler off of its mounts here, over here, and then finally this one here to remove the muffler and get it out of the way so we can work. After you've removed your muffler from the three isolators and have it off, it'll look like this. Then you can come down and look at your exposed end of the tailpipe here. And if your car is old like mine, what you're going to want to do is come and cut these two bolts right off. I never even bother to try to turn them on something so old because they're so rusted. We'll just cut them right off on this side of the flange. We'll cut the heads off and hammer them through. This is what the exhaust should look like after you've cut off your other flange and bolts. The next thing you can do once you're ready for reinstallation is go up to your new muffler and you can install your two isolators. They go on the back parts here. And then you can go over and hang your muffler in place. Once you have the new muffler hung in place, it should look like this. Evenly seated on all your isolators. After you have it seated, you can then take your gasket. It has a flat side and a rounded side to it. The flat side will go against the muffler and the rounded side will go against the rest of the exhaust on the car. The next thing you want to do after putting the exhaust gasket in place is get your new bolts for installation. If you're like us, you had to cut your old ones off, so they're obviously not reusable. I like to replace with something stainless if possible, if you have it. If not, what we had in the shop today was a couple grade 8 bolts. So we got a grade 8 nut, a grade 8 lock washer, and then a grade 8 bolt. And we'll go ahead and thread those through and tighten those down. After you have your new grade 8s or stainless steel bolts threaded through on your flange, you can then go ahead and torque those bolts down to between 35 and 40 foot-pounds. After you have everything torqued down, the final thing you can do is start your car up and check for an exhaust leak. Nice and quiet, and we'll just plug the exhaust to see if we have any leaks there. And we don't. That was just the sound of the air escaping around my hand. So that completes the install of a muffler on a 96 Nissan Altima.